pages of Mobile Electronics Magazine, introducing the Mobile Electronics Show, the industry's #1 resource, featuring the latest industry news, the hottest trends, and the people that make it work. Now, here's your host, Chris Cook.
Hey, Dean.
What's up, Chris? How you doing?
We're at Knowledgefest.
No. Yes, sir. Pinch me.
Yeah, but we're at Knowledgefest Las Vegas. How'd that happen? I think we ran out of gas before we got to Long Beach, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, for us, definitely.
Man, we're back home in Las Vegas. This is like mobile electronics industry, Las Vegas, two great tastes that go great together.
You know what I find funny about all of this is I've met more people from California here now that it's in Vegas than we did in California.
Hey, our registration was the same way, and we'd ask them, why don't you go to Long Beach? Too far of a drive. We'll go to Vegas, though.
Yeah, right? It's so strange. But, dude, this place has been packed. The show has been amazing. For those of you guys that were on the fence thinking,
Oh, man, you shouldn't be sitting on the fence. It's uncomfortable. We had 30-plus hours of education workshops, all new for this year.
I just got done doing 2 classes this morning that were great. Both of them were great.
What'd you do?
I saw Ken and Andy do a class together.
What? Ken Ward and Andy Waymire?
Yes.
They taught 2 classes, right?
No, it was 1 class together. They did this awesome
and
tag
there's
team
2 great
match.
tastes that how to go together.
Dude, that was honestly, I was thinking right Twix, left Twix.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, but no, they pulled it off fabulously.
Oh, that's amazing.
I was kind of disappointed because I was hoping it wasn't.
I mean, two legends in the industry.
Oh yeah, and they
I don't know if we've ever put them together before.
No, and it was a great class. And then before that, I went to Brian Mitchell's class where he did tips and tricks for tuning. So it was great because it wasn't like sit down, listen, here's the structured program. It was here's all these pitfalls and problems that you run into in tuning. And then of course we did our class yesterday, which was a lot of fun. Right at early morning, 9 o'clock, got everyone prepped and ready to go.
You guys you actually had everybody making videos in the class.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. And then somebody one of the participants won a cool car that we bought and had 5-star stickers and 2022 Knowledgefest Vegas stickers all over. So it was really neat. It was very, very interactive. Very interactive.
So last night in here was off the hook. I mean, it felt like what pandemic? I mean, it just felt like our industry was back, like a big reunion.
No, it's fair. I think I spent 8 hours over here on the show floor yesterday creating content, filming cars, talking with people, and it was insane. I mean, once the booth opened for that 4-hour period of fun, beer and
business.
Thank you.
Beer and business.
Honestly, we were kicking people out in the end.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, guys, come on, it's 7:30. Go get dinner. Go. And it was still
security's
busy.
like, you want me to kick these guys? If they're talking,
it was great. But everyone's booth, everybody that I talked to last night, their booths were all packed. I mean, we were in a booth helping out one of the vendors we were here with, and we were it was like, okay, come on, let me get a breath. And my throat was killing me.
It felt good.
That was wonderful. I mean, it was great to have this much. It was great. It was like 2 years, 3 years didn't happen.
Yeah, usually I just go back to my room after this, but I got to hang out and have dinner with you last night.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was a good time.
Yes.
If you're not at Knowledgefest in Las Vegas, that's okay, because we got 3 more to do this year. We got Indianapolis coming up April 1 through 3.
Yep.
No April Fools. April 1 through 3. We have Orlando, our second Orlando show.
I like that one because I don't have to fly to get there.
I used to be able to hop over from Clearwater, but now I'm up in frozen country.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that one is June, 10 through 12. Perfect time to bring the kids to the Mouse House.
I go every month, man.
Yep. And then we're gonna finish up in Dallas. Again, end of August. So we've got 3. And you know where we're going to be next year in February?
Here again.
Las Vegas.
I was like, is this a trick question? Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll be here next year at the same time, having a good time. And I got to tell you, the way this is structured, I mean, obviously you've been to a bunch of Knowledge Fests, and we were joking about this last night, how many miles you walk, and you get your steps in when you come to Knowledge Fest. There's no question about it.
You said Nando did how many miles?
28 miles in Orlando.
Wow.
But hey, we got to walk back to the volleyball tournament, And, couple of the guys actually went to the tournament and watched that. That was really
Well,
fun.
this year the hall's right next to the hotel. So.
Oh, it's great, dude. It is awesome. Like, if I forget something, which I always do, I don't have to, like, I mean, I run enough, but I don't have to run back to, I can just speed walk and get what we need. So I love the layout that we got this year. It's really awesome. And there's the nice thing about this hotel that we chose, or that you chose, is it's all inclusive. I mean, there's great restaurants here. There's obviously a lot of entertainment, seeing how it's Vegas. We got here a day early and rented a car, and we drove up to the Hoover Dam. Damn, yes, and it was wonderful. And a couple of the guys that I know came in, and they went up and,
the dream driving.
well, they went and they went saw the big crack in the ground. They took that trip, and so it was nice. It was a nice little break from the install bay because, I mean, it's been a little bit since we've gotten out of the bay, and it was like, we just need a day. We need a day.
I got to drive a Ferrari around the track.
Yes, that's right. We went out with Lucas Lighting and had a great time.
That was pretty awesome. Yeah, I got it up to almost 30. Those corners are scary, I'm telling you.
We almost went to that, but we had already planned the Hoover Dam trip. So it was like, drive fast cars, go see big cement thing in the water. Yeah, so we went ahead and did that. But no, it was awesome. But we're here today, and we're gonna do some talking. To
Well, you know, before we're gonna have Sirius XM hop up here in just a moment. Paul's gonna come in here and talk a little English for us.
Awesome.
But the number one question I see when everybody does a roll call.
Yes.
Who's coming? Roll, and they're all over the place for Knowledge Fest, but specifically for this one. The one comment that I see the most, and I'm asking you because you're a retailer,
Yes.
is I can't get away from the store. I mean, what's the? I mean, I understand that. Some are one or two people operations, things like that. But then I talk to So how do you do that? I mean, you're busy as everybody else, if not more.
I mean, we work 6 days a week.
Yeah.
We're constantly busy, but we allocate for this because, for one, we need to step out of the install bay because we need a reality check.
Right.
We need to communicate with other people in the industry and find out what they're doing, see if they've had our problems, see if we've had problems that we can help them with. We also need to stay refreshed, and we need to get out there and make face-to-face contact with our vendors, with our partner groups. And so we allocate the time knowing that, we know when these events are going to happen. It's not like they creep up on you. It's like, oh my God, Knowledge Fest is next week. And it's funny because I've heard people say that.
Oh, you meant, hold on.
Slow down. So we allocate the time throughout the year to, like, hey, we're going to be gone this time. We shift our schedules around. Because, I mean, you just have to. Posting social media and letting everyone know that you're here is like, listen, if there's a shop in town going to this and you're not, well, they're going to talk about it. They're going to tell people that they're up to date. They know all the modern stuff. And they're going to be better prepared for that. So you're basically selling yourself short by not coming. And it was funny because in our class, my competitor was in my class.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You have competitors?
Okay, anyways.
Well, we're just making sure we don't have a little audio problem here, so we're typing it out.
I know, apparently I wasn't loud enough. What are the odds of that? That's okay. I'll move.
I see how it works.
I know.
Come on, man, step it up.
Fill the frame. I know.
So as a retailer that has 3 people, you're here. You go to many of them. You don't go to all of them.
No.
We never designed this for everybody to go to all of them. We designed this so there were 4 regional that you could go to. Now we get more national here because we have the awards on Sunday night.
Yes.
And by the way, newsflash: we're going to be broadcasting the awards on Facebook Live.
Okay.
Pending anything falling apart, Dean's going to kind of make sure we can launch it and ready to roll. I wasn't sure until we got here whether we'll do that, but so if you didn't get to make it here and you want to watch the awards, especially if you're a nominee.
If worst comes to worst, man, I have my backup plan for everything. So we're definitely going to have it on. It's going to be live. You're going to see it. We're super excited about that. That was one of the reasons why we wanted to come out to this one, because it's like new awards, new show. It's Vegas, baby. Why would you not want to come? But we have plans to go to 3 this year. So we're gonna do obviously Orlando because it's a our neck of the woods. And then we're going to go to Dallas just because we haven't been back to Dallas, God, in years.
Yeah. Well, you know, this will be the first year we do 4 full events in the year.
Yeah.
So this is a good precursor to what it's going to be this year. It's going to be fantastic. So, question, the last, you know, again, and you kind of answered it, but what would you say to the retailers that didn't make it because they were just too busy to leave?
Well, everyone's too busy to leave, but you're too busy today. Are you going to be too busy tomorrow? So if you don't plan for the future now, you're gonna fail. I mean, yes, we have people that come around to our stores and they'll tell us about new products, but here we get a firsthand. Like on this one, the new products that we're getting to touch and feel, we probably won't actually get to see.
There's a lot of new products.
Oh, there's a ton.
There's
Alpine,
even some that are hidden.
Sony. But we're not going to actually probably touch and feel and actually see these until some of these August.
Yeah.
And so being here now, I get to get up to date, understand what's happening. I got to talk to a couple vendors in person about like problems we had. And yeah, I mean, you just learn so much. I can't tell you, you know, it's one of those things where you go, what are you going to do? It's no, the networking in itself. I would come for the networking if nothing else.
Well, let me get Paul on here because, you know, everybody's tired of. I'm going to leave you and let you chat with these folks. Is that okay? And then I'll come in at the end and say goodnight.
Good night.
Tuck you in. Hey, Paul, come on over here there, boss. Mr. Trueman. I'll leave the chair where it's supposed to be.
I'll just go around, yes. All right. Oh, sit down now.
Go.
Thank you ever so much.
How you doing?
Very good. How are you?
Pretty good. Well, tell them who you are and what do you do. Start with the simple questions.
So that's simple. I'm Paul Trueman with SiriusXM, and I travel around a bit and go out drinking a lot. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. I work for...
I mean, you work for SiriusXM. I mean, it's believable.
No, actually, I run the entire aftermarket retail sales. So anything that has to do with SiriusXM on the aftermarket side, that's what I do. So that's it. And then being here, my main goal is to make sure all the dealers know about our current promotions, our new product, which is the 300M, which is a marine piece that comes with different mounts for marine antenna, all included in the box.
Formal coated, IP6 or 5 rated.
The antenna absolutely comes with different mounts and everything. Our unit itself is still to be mounted behind the dash. It doesn't get wet yet, so that works. That works there. It's just the SXB 300 with a marine antenna all in one box. Is basically what it is.
Now, for those people that might not be hip to the game with what SiriusXM has happening right now, there are a few new things that are going on.
So we're working, or we have a new platform. So we have a new platform called 360L.
Yes.
And what that is, it takes what SiriusXM has been for the last 20 years. And because we bought Pandora, we have now incorporated kind of both technologies into our one platform. So as you're listening to your standard, your 6 presets, because that's what everyone has, you're listening to 80s on A, and, Madonna comes on, you go, love Madonna. That's what you told me yesterday.
Yes.
And you sit there, you can hit the related button, and because it's also IP-based, it'll give you a couple options. It'll say, look, Madonna's on these different channels, but at the same time, you can create a Madonna Pandora channel. And now what happens is, now you save that to your favorites. Your favorites now might be 80s on A, Classic Rewind, Madonna Pandora channel, and then as one of your presets. So then that comes on there. And then at the same time, with all the live events we do, let's just use as a perfect example, Howard Stern. Howard Stern has a ton of interviews or a ton of musical guests on there.
Yes.
You can search through his entire catalog, and let's say you want to hear Def Leppard on Howard Stern, you can go search for that and play that instantly through through the unit. So some OEM vehicles have that. Dodge has it. Some GMs have it. For the aftermarket side, we have the SiriusXM Tour, which is an aftermarket piece that does all of that. Includes the newest thing in it. We got with the Times, and we actually put Bluetooth connectivity in it.
We just reported on that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because it popped up in CE Outlook, and we do a Friday morning news show, which basically recaps it reads CE Outlook for people that don't want to read it. And that was awesome, man.
Well, you know, vinyl is coming back, and people love their record players, and even cassettes are coming back. I'm not sure that people are going to get back into FM modulation. And at some point, that's still not the best option. I don't care how retro that is. So
yeah, I don't think we got anything to worry about.
Being able to go audio, you know, auxiliary and or Bluetooth makes a big difference. So
I was like, oh my gosh, they're finally doing a Bluetooth module, and that is so cool because it's antenna and power now.
Yeah, now it's just your antenna power and just connect it to the head unit, the aftermarket head unit or OEM head unit. And even the data from the Sirius XM unit will come up on the screen because it's Bluetooth.
That's so cool. I was excited about that. So what else we got going on?
So the other thing is everyone that deals in the 12-volt aftermarket industry knows that we've always run a $70 rebate on the SXV 300, essentially making the tuner free to all their customers. Okay, you make the money, we pay for it. But we've also had the aftermarket 3-month free trial, just like the OEM side. But for the first time this year, we've also added, for $99, you get the first 12 months of service for $99. Wow. And you're not billed up front. You get $825 a month for a year. So it's not like you have to throw out the... But that also includes the entire streaming option. So you can download the app. You can do the Pandora channels on the app if you want to. Play it through your home stereo.
The whole package.
Everything.
Everything.
$825 a month for the first year. So great deal. So now theoretically, you can sit there in your in a shop and say, look, add Sirius XM. It's basically $100 for the tuner and a year of service. Because after rebate, it's that's what it is. Wow. And we also launched, and most people should have seen that coming from all the distributors and all Vox and everything, and also us, is we just updated our training website. And we're giving away, I know it sounds silly, but we're giving away Amazon gift cards, everyone's favorite retailer.
Why does that sound silly?
Well, because everyone hates Amazon when you're selling stuff, so that's what it is.
Yeah, but we won't even go down that road.
But we're giving away $50 Visa, Amazon cards every month, and at the end of every quarter, someone gets $250. Plus, if you sign up for the training, you also get 3 months of streaming for free as well.
Oh, nice.
So it's pretty cool. So that's what we've been showing at our booth here at Knowledgefest with an amazing turnout.
I was going to say, my next question, how good has it been for you here?
It's been phenomenal. I mean, last year, let's be honest, we had some issues.
And by last year, we mean from basically the end of 2019 to...
Yes. Yeah, there were a few issues out there that prevented people from going out and doing things.
Understandable.
Right, but I mean, I'll be honest, last night was just absolutely amazing. Yeah. I mean, it was right back to, the floor looks amazing.
Yes.
We've got all the vendors are back. I mean, it was a fabulous show.
Everyone is a tad out of practice because it did take everyone a little bit longer to set their booths up.
Oh, what it is all these crates show up and you haven't seen them in almost 2 years. You don't remember what's in them.
I know, right?
So you're like pulling stuff out going, oh shit, I remember that.
Some of these guys, it was taking like 3 days to put their booths together. I was like, it was down to the last minute to get some of these things done.
Let's be honest. You're in Las Vegas, so once you get done here, you go out drinking, gambling, and you're up way too late. And then you're trying to set stuff up the next day.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was in bed by 9.
Hey,
yeah.
Yes, right. That's what we all say.
I was in at 9 a.m., but I had to do something at 7, so it worked out really well. It's awesome.
No, but this has just been an absolutely brilliant show so far.
Yes, we've had nothing but fun. I'm excited to be here. I've got to be honest with you.
It's fabulous. And, we look forward to Indianapolis next because that's the next. Orlando, then Dallas. It's going to be a really good, couple of shows.
For us going to Indy because we're in Florida, the weather is just a shock for us. But it's nice to actually. So you got to remember,
Florida.
It's Florida.
Yes.
Okay, so
anything below 60 degrees and it's like parkas come out, snow boots. That's it.
I wish I had parkas and snow boots, but that's what it feels like. Yes, it does.
That's funny.
Yeah, we're admittedly very wussy when it comes to that type of thing. But the weather here has been wonderful.
Oh, it's been fabulous.
Not that we ever have to leave the hotel to find out.
It's always nice to go outside every once in a while just to see what time of day it is. Yeah. And that's it, just so you can see it.
Yeah.
Oh man, you got Anderson coming up next.
All right, well,
That's good.
Thank you so much for coming on, Paul. Where can they go to find out any more information about this?
So just SiriusXM.com. You just go. What you do is check with any of your distributors. Check with any of your reps that sell SiriusXM. They have all the information. They have everything you need to get the new 300M, the training to win your Amazon gift cards, and all the POP for everything you need.
Well, I want to thank you so much for coming
No
on.
problem.
Oh my God, we're touching.
Oh, shit, you're not allowed to do that.
I know. Thank you so much for coming
No
on.
problem. All right. I appreciate it. See you, everyone.
All right. Well, I think we have a guest coming up next. I don't know who, but we'll definitely have somebody on. I hope everyone is doing good out there. It has been a great show.
And then he added another of these companies.
And I don't want to have dead air. Hey, Chris. Do we know who's going to be next?
Eric's going to come on.
Perfect.
So, Eric, you're going to talk about F1.
Oh, fantastic.
Sounds wonderful. Come on in here, Mr. Brooks. Did you ever see that movie, Mr. Brooks?
With
Kevin Costner?
parts of it, not the whole thing. You would think I would have.
Oh, it's a wonderful movie. And this has been Movie Talk with Dean and Eric Brooks from Alpine. Thank you, and on to our regularly scheduled interview. Take your time, man. Take your time.
Sorry, I don't want my phone's ringing while I'm sitting down here.
It's okay.
Oh, we are live? Oh,
We
hey,
are
everyone.
live.
Hey, everyone, we're live. I didn't know. Good to see you, Dean.
Good to see you, man. I feel
It's-
like it's
it's-
been all of, I don't know, 24 hours.
That's right.
So Alpine is here at Knowledgefest Las Vegas with a huge presence. I mean, you guys came in with both guns and a bazooka to drop on here. And I'm fortunate because I got, for our fans, I got to sit in the Tesla with the F1 status and have the Mr. Steve Brown, Brownie as some people know him, give, and of course Chris Degou in the backseat, run the safety.
Yep.
Give me the demo of demos.
Demo of them. That's
I mean, this thing was, honestly, I was happy I was in there with the camera to record the whole thing because
Yeah, I can't wait to see the footage.
I can't wait to see the footage, and I was there.
Yeah.
But I was honestly, I was kind of, I told myself, I'm kind of fanboying out right now because I grew up looking at all your pictures in the magazines and the cars you did, and I said to him, I said, I just want to do this, and I gave him the finger. And I was like, could you ruin this for me, man? You set the bar so high.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, now you guys are out here this week, and there again, Alpine, you didn't just come in to raise the bar. You came in to kick the bar off the shelf and be like, hey, remember us?
Yeah. Well, and that's the whole point with that #1 status. It's our racing program. You know, the vehicles are sold through the week on Sundays, right? So that those F1 cars with all the technology, the raw power that they have, and what they can do, they can show their engineering prowess on Sundays, and then they sell the cars on Monday through Friday.
And speaking of, I thought was really cool was how they did the dash speakers.
Yeah.
Because most of the time you put a tweeter in the dash, put a mid-range in the dash, you can't see it. But you guys wanted to make sure that you could see the backs of the speakers, the front of the speakers. They did a really great job of integrating into that Tesla and keeping it a Tesla experience, but it's an Alpine experience.
It's got that mix, you know. It could be made by Tesla, but it's not.
No.
So yeah, it's made by Alpine.
Now, funny thing is, we're talking about that car. Some of these guys obviously are going to be going, I didn't get to see it.
Yeah. Well, you're among many because we tried something new at the show here.
Yes.
So we have these narrated demos,
Which
you heard,
fabulous.
right?
Oh
So
my
we have
gosh.
pre-recorded narrated demos.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that is probably gonna be the most stolen
I
thing
know.
from now on.
You know, we should have patented it.
Oh my gosh.
Trademarked it or whatever you do. So what happens is we have Chris Degou, who many people probably know. He narrated this. But basically, oh, perfect.
They're
Yeah.
gonna be able to hear it.
So it's fully narrated. It tells you about what the system is, what resolutions it's capable of playing at. Each of the tracks, it's a 10-minute long demo, so you get to hear a variety of music, all of which sound fantastic in there.
I
detail
love the
is
last
incredible.
track.
Oh yeah,
which we're not going to give away. But
No,
I
it's
love
awesome.
the last track.
But you get to hear, and he explains to you that you're gonna, these different different data rates of music, and it's just really cool when you at full spec high res, that 384 kilohertz, how just it's incredible. And so that was really cool. We also did a similar demo in our truck, right? So both of these are 10-minute long demos. It really it's a very controlled demo. The customer or the dealer, whoever's listening to the demo, gets the full experience. They come. We could probably do that.
Copyright, but we should still make them downloadable.
Yeah.
So, along with the F1, now there was rumors that the F1 might
For the country.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say with
that's
letting the cat out of the bag.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah?
That's a good idea. We should probably think about that. So actually, there is a plan in place to do that. Well, let me say, we are formulating a plan for that.
I let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, you let the cat out of the bag. We're working on that.
Sorry.
So there's nothing official yet, but we are strategizing the way to get that vehicle around the country in different markets to visit F1 dealers. It's a few.
Yeah.
They're limited, but when it comes to those markets, other people will have the opportunity to see it.
Yeah, and I think it's just a benchmark piece that even if you're in an area that has a strong Alpine dealer, just showing off the F1 is going to make it better for all of them.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, you guys were here, of course, premiering F1, but that's kind of, I hate to say it, but old news in the fact that we've talked about it. But you had a table full of new stuff. Do you want to bring any of that?
Oh, I'd love to. Sure. Sure.
I don't want to.
Sure, I can't bring everything. We have a couple of surprises.
Oh well, yeah, I know that one. They told me to shut up about that one. We won't mention that. Sorry, my bad. But
we've been very busy, right? And what's great about Alpine and what we've been doing over the last couple of years, and where other manufacturers, they're not able to bring a lot of new products to market right now. We're bringing almost 40 new products to market. So there's a ton of new stuff. We have a form of head units coming out that are just have great feature sets.
Oh my God, yes.
Great feature sets. So that we're really happy with that. We have a whole new line of R series speakers coming. So R series, we have some killer new subwoofer solutions. Truck subwoofer that will fit many applications.
It was almost like the line didn't exist, and you're like a new presenter.
Yeah.
There. I mean, because everything that was on the table, with the exception of amplifiers, because the amplifiers just changed.
Yeah.
It's all new.
Yeah, it is.
It's all new, and there's
the
just
feedback has been great.
Of course it has.
All the dealers are like, man, this is great. They sit in the truck, and they're like, it's interesting because our truck enclosures are 8-inch woofers.
Yes.
Right. So everybody's like, oh, it's just an 8-inch woofer. Okay. Well, there's a lot of engineering that went into that enclosure to make it really. So the thing gets down. It plays loud. It plays deep.
Now, whose truck is that?
So that's ours. That's the one that travels around Texas.
Okay, so that's a Texas.
So it's Dan drives that.
So if you're a dealer in Texas, you're going to hear this from Dan.
Yeah.
I'm getting the sign that I think our time is up.
You're going to be here.
I know. It always is. I mean, you've done this before with me. It's not like it's the first time. But I want to thank you so much. Steve, is the new product up on the website yet?
So product goes up on the website about 30 days before actual release.
Yes.
So it should start trickling on there now.
I definitely recommend checking it out, especially pay close attention to the feature sets that are in the new 5 series. Because of their nomenclature, there's a 5.0 something now. Pay attention to the feature sets that's in those, because you guys are going to be blown away with the little tiny. There's like 4 or 5 magical things in there that. Ooh, I can't wait.
And we're going to do videos on those too.
Yeah.
And put them on our YouTube.
Ours will be done before
you. But we'll have them up too. So you can get it from the top rate guy here, and then you can get our second rate stuff on our YouTube.
Wow.
So,
Mr. Brooks, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, buddy.
You have a good day.
Yeah, we'll talk to you later.
Seth.
See if I can squeeze out of here.
I kind of gave away who's coming up next. Yeah. You guys know him. You guys love him. Here he is. Hey, take your time. Take your time. Get comfy. Get comfy.
We're not live or anything, are we?
Never. I don't believe in live. I have no idea what live is. Mr. Halstead.
That's me, the one and only Seth Halstead.
Yes. You say it better than I do.
Well, you know, I love how you say it. It's good.
Yeah.
Gets me a name.
Reminds me of IKEA.
There you go. Well, my Norwegian.
Yeah,
Sweden,
no, it's just a bunch of things I usually can't pronounce all that well. But and we kid, we joke, but we've done a lot of work together in the past. You're a native Florida boy like myself. How's it been out here for this Knowledge Fest, man? How you guys having a good time?
We really are. We were really impressed last night. We had our trainings and had great attendance for both our Kenwood and JVC trainings. Having the exhibit hall and the hotel and everything all in the same area, I think it really a better experience for everyone. I think it's really good.
I'm loving it because I haven't seen daylight in 2 days.
You're right.
So it's kind of weird. I thought about that this morning. Like, I haven't seen oh, wow. That's kind of odd. But you guys are here. You're in full force. You guys have one of the biggest areas in here. It just happened. What are we talking about? What are we showing?
Yeah, so it's really cool. We've got several different things going on. So first, on our JVC lineup, we're introducing a few different new products. Okay, so as you saw, personally, the new waterproof amplifiers. We've got our universal 4-channel. We've got our Bluetooth amplifier, and then debuting for the first time at this show is our monoblock amplifier. So that's something that we're really excited about, to have products that are truly waterproof, not just water resistant. Like, these can be submerged in water. They're IPX 6 and 7 rated, which is really, really cool. Shallow chassis receiver, KWM 875BW. Now, both with JVC and our new Kenwood wireless enabled digital multimedia receivers, we shifted a little bit. Not only are have a recessed input for USB-C, as well as a recessed HDMI. Mounted HDMI back, so we got it.
I feel like you're saying recessed for a reason.
I am. So, you know, in the past, if anyone's ever installed into one of our receivers with an HDMI input, we had that. You'd recess it in there so it wasn't sticking out behind the dash and taking up space. And so
or has the accident of maybe getting broken off or something like that. Yeah.
Exactly. So this allows it to fully seat inside of there and also then stay connected, stay put. It locks.
So
it
it
right
still
into
has
place.
the metal nub now.
It does. It does. In fact, it's like a dual metal nub that has one for the HDMI type.
Type D is the smaller, and you guys are going to offer an HDMI cable for that.
Yes. So from our Kenwood line, the CA-HD200, which is now in stock, which is your traditional HDMI Type A to what goes into the back of the receiver, HDMI Type D. The KS-U70 from our JVC line. Yep. So now I gave you a little prelude of a bunch of products. So what I want to expand on is, in our Kenwood lineup, we have 3 multimedia receivers, digital. So we've got our Exelon Reference, our flagship tier. We've got our Exelon, and then we've got our Kenwood regular line. And of course, you just increase feature set all the way up to the HD screen that supports our CMOS 740 HD camera. And then we also debuted Exelon Motorsports.
Ooh, yes.
So in the past, you've seen us kind of grow, and as trends begin to emerge, we've shifted from things like our Exelon to our Exelon Reference to have that top end tier. So, you know, we noticed that same growth and really wanted to be a part of that. And so we created this Exelon Motorsports because we wanted to have products that had the utmost in sound quality, the 2-year warranty, and everything that comes with being an Exelon product.
So you made a marine product that's still going to come with a 2-year warranty?
Correct. So the new Exelon Motorsports now will have a 2-year warranty. So we're starting out with really just a remake of our X-Series amplifiers. Added a conformal coated circuit board, plastic cover connectors, stainless steel mounting screws. And then, of course, the colors change to a gray. You've got the blue X for the Exelon. But this is a category.
X
That's right. But again, this is a growing category. So this is all you are going to see from Exelon Motorsports. We have some really
you're forecasting.
Yeah.
Evil things.
So it's a lot of really neat new announcements to come throughout this year.
That's exciting. I'm excited, and I know we're going to be a part of it, so I can't wait to get involved in it. This is the joy of Knowledge Fest right here, and especially Knowledge Fest Live. So in the middle of doing an interview, the guys over at the booth that have the big speakers and the loud stuff are going to crank it up, and the excitement on the floor, of course, is just awesome. Now, you guys are getting a lot of traffic in your booth.
We have. Last night, I'm going to say it was almost continuous. I don't think we really had much of any breaks until a little after 7 o'clock and people started departing for dinner.
Yeah, but even then, it was like, come on, guys.
It was. I mean, the attendance has been really even better than expected considering circumstances. So we're really happy with that. Today, booth traffic has been picking up. The trainings went a little bit after when the show opened, of course. So we got that little uptick after then. But, the nice thing is that, again, since everyone is staying here, we're getting people staying around and talking a little bit more. And that's what we need. I mean, one of my big pushes going into this year is that, okay, so we have all these products, and products are cool, but who uses products? People, right? People. And this is all about people. And that's what we want to focus on. And, there's us that are in the industry that gets other, and then, there's the opportunity to see dealers in person. And that's what missed out on for so long here the last couple of years. It's fun. It's really fun.
All right, well, I know I'm keeping you from the booth, and I see there's a lot of people over there. So I'm going to thank you so much for coming on, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, thanks, Seth.
Great to see everyone.
We have another guest coming up. I think, maybe. Oh, man, the fun and excitement is here. Let's unplug one of the mics. All right, give me 1 second. Reset. Yes.
Are we up? Are we live? Are we there? Can you hear?
Good. We're good. Of course, do we have Jeff coming in?
Yeah, he just walked away.
I know. I tell you.
I said, Jeff, I want to sit you down with Dean. And he said, Dean, now?
No.
Come on, man. Come on, man. So we got 2 more folks. I got to run over and get Matt Plumbo from Audio Control. And then, so how's things going so far?
Everything's wonderful.
Sorry, I just dropped Alpine on you, but you mentioned the F1. I'm like, I bet you they'd like to tell some of these folks about the F1 stuff.
I mean, like I was telling them, I had the opportunity to listen to it yesterday. It's fabulous. So they had a lot of new products that were out, and it's just been great. I mean, we all didn't think there'd be anything new to talk about this year, but we've had great success and a lot of new products. So just keep the train rolling, and it's great. We've had a lot of hands-on here. So, yeah, if you want to go grab them, we'll just sit here. And,
hang just a minute. Rich.
So I hope everyone is kind of getting the idea that coming out here to Knowledge Fest is more than just it's a full package. It's a lot of fun. I know when I got introduced to this a couple years back, because I was late to the game, and I really was disappointed that I missed out on a lot of the fun that we had. Coming to these events, we always talk about them. We have a good time, and it's great to be here.
We'll do a quick plug for Katie's Cookies.
Oh yeah! Oh wow! Oh, these are yummy.
I'm up. Hey, quick plug for Katie's Cookies. Thank you so much. They ate all my cookies. Can you believe it?
Yes.
They ate all my good cookies.
Okay, man. They're wonderful.
All right, Jeff, come on in.
Hello, who are you again?
My name is Carlos. No, I'm sorry. My name is Jeff Smith. I am the Director of Training for AAMP Global.
I love how you do that. Hi, my name is Joe Smith. How are you doing today, Mr. Smith?
Good, man. How about you? What are we doing here? This is live with Dean at the Mobile Electronics Las Vegas installment of Knowledgefest. This is, dude, this show was awesome.
Isn't it?
This show was awesome.
Now, having Jeff say that, you have to keep in mind this is Jeff. You guys all know Jeff, and if you don't, really, come on. You can pick up his shirt at dnfswag.com. I know Jeff Smith.
It's swag now? It's not. Oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
swag
swag.
and Tool Drawer. That's right.
Yeah, Tool Drawer and swag.
Yeah, Jamil came through with the
I
shirt
know, I
on
saw
yesterday.
it, dude,
And
and
everybody, all the other people from the company are like, he's got your name on his shirt.
I'm wearing mine tomorrow. But no, it's great. So
Oh, wait, this camera or this camera?
this one.
This one.
Or this one. So AMP here, you guys got new products. You're here with your Jeep. Let's talk about the show for a minute. You said it's wonderful. You guys getting a lot of traffic?
We're getting a lot of traffic. Not to toot my own horn, toot, but the fact that this is our first really big K-Fest. Okay, so Orlando was baby steps. It was the first year of Orlando. New market, a little different. It was baby steps. Then Dallas was, everybody kind of thought about, okay, Dallas used to be the awards the end of the year. Now it's going to be Vegas. So a lot of people kind of shied away from Dallas and kind of said they're going to save their eggs. Yeah, so, and they're going to, shied away a little bit. So Vegas now, this is going to be the perfect location. Hats off to Chris and the whole MEA family. They picked a great hotel. There is nothing you have to leave to do in this entire facility.
I was just talking with Seth. I haven't seen the sunlight in 2 days.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's nuts. It's they have a steak and shake inside the hotel. Inside the hotel. They have a Krispy Kreme inside the hotel.
That one I found.
Right? I mean, 24-hour Starbucks, bowling alley, arcade. There's a Miss America, Mrs. and something else pageant going on.
Rodeo in this.
Dude, I've seen more spurs and buckles and boots.
Weird.
I was afraid for 2 seconds.
I know you were.
And then I was like, it's cool. Yeah. So, but this is an awesome environment, man. This is South Point Hotel is a great place. Vegas is always a good pull anyway for anything that's going on in our industry. But this event
having a hard time getting your steps in.
No. I managed to get 10,000 day one. I got 8,800. I've been there since Wednesday night. So Thursday I got 10,000. Wednesday, what is today? Today's Saturday. I've got 10,000 every day except for almost 10,000. Yesterday I only got like 7,000.
Yeah, but if this was any other
day
Knowledgefest,
I would never get this many steps ever.
You get more.
I'd get no, it depends, because if I'm in the booth stuck in a spot, it's a little different.
Okay, so I guess yes, because in those you're smart enough that you just have to bring everything to the booth.
Correct.
Because you don't want to forget anything. Here, if you forget something, it's just you walk out, hop on the hotel, and you come back or the elevator.
Rooms are like on the other side of the world. Some of them are. The manufacturer's train is on the other side of the world.
Orlando.
Oh yeah, that's a different story.
Orlando. But Orlando this year is going to be better, because this year in Orlando, as soon as you get off of the walk, those are the rooms we're going to be in. Yeah, so this year Orlando, I can't wait. I'm super excited about that. All right, let's talk about AMP Global for a minute. I'm going to talk. You guys just announced, and by you guys, I mean you actually sent me a text when they landed in the States, a new product that is finally coming out, which I found out there's another manufacturer, and apparently they're not available right now from those guys.
We're talking about the brand new AP4 FD31. This is going to cover your B&O applications for your most popular Ford trucks and the new Bronco Sport, and the new Mach-E. Now, we had a really good training yesterday. We had the most attended training yesterday. We had 100 people show up to our training. Not just for that, just because PAC is one of those brands. It's a huge pull brand. We're creating more vehicle-specific solutions instead of just being the universal cardio Walmart that we used to be. We're really trying to be more solution-based. So the new AP4 FD31 is going to be a madhouse of, dude, the back orders already are just insane. Not because the previous manufacturer who was leading that category is having issues. It's just because the PAC name, tried and true reputation on the product, reliability, feature set, performance, hands down. And it's a platform we've needed to be into for a few years.
I mean, the reality is you guys actually created the platform.
Correct.
And now we're adding to it. And this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
Not that I know anything about this, but there's more to come.
Oh yeah. There's way more to come. We have getting into, and we through this whole COVID thing, we already had a project started. But when I tell you, we hired so many more engineers.
I can't tell you how many guys are like, I walked in the office, I didn't know who any of these people were. Who are these people that work here?
Like Brainiac, it's like full Propellerville when you walk through there. And these guys are creating solutions, So this Ford A2B piece is going to be a monster. It's 3 sets of RCAs, 4 volt or 5 volt, optical out. Now the optical adapter is built onto the board now.
So it's like
the GM. So there's no need to buy the optional Toslink adapter any longer.
Nice.
It comes with the vehicle harness and the APH speaker harness.
Okay.
So there's no need to buy both, right? Or to buy one piece and have to buy the other piece. We knew it was a necessary need because of some people in the industry. They're constantly making people realize you don't have to cut factory wiring if there's a T-harness available. So it plugs and plays and makes it come in the kit. It's a no-brainer.
You segued into something there by accident, but you said T-harness. What you talking about, Willis?
T-harnesses are just awesome because,
Uh-huh.
Not only do they work in the digital amplified systems, but they also work in analog high-powered head unit systems. So we've also come out with a series of T-harnesses for our Lock Pro Advanced modules now as well. And they're universal, which means they're not just for our Lock Pro Advances.
Wait a minute, you're going to sell a T-harness by itself,
Not
not attached to a product you're forcing somebody to buy?
So you can use it with our products. You can use it with audio control products. You can use it with WaveTech line output converters. You can use it to go high level into a DSP of your choice. So this is just going to make it that much more easy for people. We're trying to be the installer's friend. We want to be able to make life simple. The old days of cavemen and cutting in everything and cutting harnesses off, that's old school, man. We got to make this industry a better playing field for everyone and create products to the dealership for a $2,000 wire repair.
So some of the T-harnesses are available right now.
Correct. There's 4 or 5 models available right now, but there's 17 in the works.
Wow, that'll be
Ford,
awesome.
Chrysler, Toyota, GM, Nissan. When's the last time we done anything for Nissan?
Oh, I know, dude.
Right?
Sore topic. Move on.
There's so many different harnesses in the works. So, yeah.
That'll be great. I'm excited, and I know we've gotten a couple of them in already. The quality is nice. It's exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm excited about that. And I know we always get a lot of people asking us about, "Hey, man, remember that T-harness?" And it's like, now you can get them. And I was so happy when you guys announced this project, or at least told me about it.
Yeah.
So it's great to see it actually happen. What is on the future? What is on the horizon?
Man, there's so much potential right now. 5 feet potential? Okay, let's talk about the Jeep. So this is not our normal show Jeep. This is a new Jeep,
Okay.
right? This Jeep is what we have, our show Jeep. That's a $20,000 bill. This is your common, everyday Joe Blow, Julie customer walking into your shop that wants to spend $6,000 in and out in a day and a half, 2-day job.
Okay.
This is the high-10 integrated kit with the for Jeep JL. This is front camera, left and right blind spot camera with our new blind spot for Jeep. There is not a single hole drilled in this entire vehicle. Everything is bolted into a factory bolt. Head unit replacement, the blind spot cameras when you take your doors off. The cameras are now your side view mirrors. They stay on the vehicle. Retaining the factory reverse camera. DVR.
Real
dash
quick.
cam.
People, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. Coffee break.
You said something there that is quite unique. You said retaining the factory backup camera.
Yes.
And for those of you guys that have never had the opportunity to do a high 10 kit in a Jeep, your camera and retention is a little bit different than that other guy's. And how is that?
100%. It's because our camera system, because of our head unit being able to have a HDMI input, that allows us to run the full high resolution HD factory OEM reverse camera and the front camera. If the vehicle is equipped with the front camera, it will retain that as well. We don't step it back down to composite video or 480 or less. We keep the original quality of the OEM camera because of our special pack camera retention module and the fact that our high 10 head unit is a high def radio that has that digital input to the HDMI in.
Only available on the high 10.
That's a feature that's only available when you combine the pack interface with the high 10.
Exactly.
Correct. Currently.
Okay.
Right?
Got it.
Another thing is that we have the Jeep subwoofer enclosure that bolts onto the rear door. It's a combo brand because it's a Phoenix hole subwoofer and a Stinger enclosure. It's a weather-treated enclosure that bolts to the factory holes in your rear door, your swing gate, so it doesn't take up all your cargo space like a lot of sub boxes do.
The one thing I like about that is that you guys made the installation. You really thought out the installation of this. I mean, obviously, there's some tools you would think you'd need, but you guys have come up with an ingenious way to do it to where anybody that buys this at any level.
Even if they don't have the type of tools that we have,
Yes.
we show you how to do it with standard household tools.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, you're not using like a broom and a toothpick, but you're using standard household household tools to do it. So we have the new amp racks. These are the new 14-gauge steel amp racks that mount under the driver and passenger seat. Mind you, there are amp racks, so they're already drilled and tapped for the SPX series of amps, the MX series of amps, and the GX series. So you can fit a 6-channel amplifier under the driver's seat and a 1200-watt monoblock under the passenger seat. Wow. Steel amp racks. Imagine if there was a retail shop that really believed in mounting amplifiers under the seat. I don't know anyone that does that. Well, when you come across someone, you know that they're geniuses. And so putting the amplifiers into places that, number one, are going to create shorter runs of wire.
Yeah.
Number two, make it easily accessible to service. Number three, I mean, it's right. So, but we make bolt into the factory seat bolts. Then the ground lug is literally right there from the factory under the seat as well.
Yeah.
So because we did that, we also made a steel fuse holder mounting point under the hood that uses a factory bolt. So we're going to do Jeep power kits that are pre-terminated, pre-wired, pre-tech flex, make your life a little easier, pre-ferruled, everything else. Then we're going to have the amp racks available, single kit, dual kit, driver side, passenger side, 4-gauge kit, 8-gauge kit, depending upon what you want. And dude, Jeeps are the S10 of our time.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, no, that's a good. Wow, why did it take you so long to come up with that analogy?
It's
come
one
on,
of those
man.
things, where the customization that's out there for Jeep customers, it's insane. These guys are out in the woods. They're, doing everything they want to their Jeeps. The Jeep now, literally, when I say it's the S10 of our generation, the mini truck series, right? You buy a Jeep, and within less than 90 days, you've already dumped another 10, 20, 30 grand into the brand new vehicle you just bought.
Well, the one thing that I like about this as opposed to the S10 time frame is that the Jeep is not age restricted.
This is true. This is true.
Really small group of knuckleheads,
Yeah.
Whereas Jeeps are male, female, 50. I know. We everyone. I mean, you wrecked that truck. I mean, yeah. But I mean, that's the nice thing about the Jeep market. It's just so diverse.
You
So
just don't see
huge.
Jeeps slammed on the ground.
No, they're all jacked up. But they look cool.
Yeah,
They do look good because we've had some back in the day.
Yeah, the Jeep. There's just so many Jeep accessories, and we recognize that market, and we are giving those customers ease of use, ease of upgrade within that Jeep family of products. Now that we are thinking, we've realigned our thought process to be more of a solution based. So that's why we're trying to the back door and what we can do in the Jeep. So the next product, Bronco support.
Yes, definitely.
There's already a Bronco enclosure in the works. There's speaker kits. There's amp racks. Bronco's going to be another big one in the field. And then we're going to move into some other vehicle-specific solutions. So, we're going to try to make it happen.
Jeff, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day.
Hold on one second.
Oh.
Scott Brazelton
Yes.
is asking, is there an interface for Tesla yet?
I mean, I know the guy working on it, but I mean,
Scott, I may have something for you soon, buddy.
I can give you the number if you want to call the guy. All right, guys. Well, Jeff, thank you so much for coming on the
Not a problem.
show.
Appreciate you having me on.
You
I'll
have
see you
a
around. Get your
great
steps in.
show.
All right. See you, everybody.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
Yep.
Chris. Well, this has been a great time. I hope everyone has enjoyed the show so far. I don't know if I have another guest or not. I'm trying to get a hold of Chris. He's over there doing his thing, as everyone is here at Knowledgefest, and it's just going well. We're all having a lot of fun. The joys of live broadcast. It's never a dull moment. And I hate dead air, so we'll try to keep this on. Chris. He's not. He's ignoring me. It's one of the things. It's like I'm at home with my wife. Let's see. What else can we bring up here? Wrap it up. All right. I tell you what. I'm not going to be able to get Chris back here. He's doing his thing. I don't want to keep you guys any longer. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging with us at Knowledgefest 2022 Vegas, the brand new show. Tomorrow night, don't forget, we will be doing the industry awards live. We'll be having a great time with that. I personally can't wait. It's going to be exciting. Make sure you guys tune in. There's a scroller going across the bottom. Take a look at that. You guys have a great rest of your day. And if you didn't get the opportunity to make it this one, there's 3 more scheduled. Do yourself a favor. Get your learn on. Come hang out. Come have a great time. Make yourself a better person. That's it. You guys have a wonderful weekend. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.